Hey,
This is Dylan Wilson, charismatic class clown heartthrob himself.
gosh, Jared, this is so fun. Wow, you look so great today. We're planning our wedding day soon.
Or at least that's what most people think of him. But there's so much more to him than that.
He's definitely he's like my best friend for sure. The guy is just like so unique. I mean, there's so many things about him. I don't know, just the way he is, like the way he acts, like he's so different. He doesn't like hold back at all. It's so funny. He says he doesn't want to like have a family or anything, but I think it's gonna happen. He's gonna have a nice family. Favorite memory of Dylan? I don't know if I can put like a needle on one. There's so many. When we went to Arizona together, that was great. I mean, we'd sleep in every day. Oh, it was definitely the late nights. We just like messed around all night on VR, so it's so funny. One time Jake fell asleep and we like stacked cups on his head. That was funny. You can look at Dylan and you think you really know who he is, but you really don't. He shows a lot, but he doesn't show everything he has. He's got a lot piled up inside of him. You gotta really get to know him to really know who he is.
What am I doing? Oh, okay, I was just not thinking at all.
I know Dylan because I was in his AP Hug classroom freshman year, and he was a lot different back then. He was like a Minecraft kid. He wore Minecraft shirts. You would never guess him. Like that was him today. And then I got closer with him in ASB. Joined last year. He was one of the AS boys. Dylan Wilson is a very beautiful young man who has a bright future.
Didn't you say you wanted to interview me?
Dylan Wilson is Dylan Wilson. There's like no other way to describe that. He's unapologetically himself.
His confidence, the charisma, you know.
Oh, really? I can tell. Yeah. You can say hi to this camera.
Paul, what do you think about Dylan?
He's good, I guess.
Thanks, Paul.
I know Dylan through sophomore year. We were in a bunch of classes together during COVID times, but we didn't become friends until this year in ASB. Dylan's very free. He has a free and fun spirit, and I feel like he does care what people think, but he doesn't at the same time. I feel like all the people that Dylan does meet, he's going to impact them in one way or another. And that's also too if he lets them know who he actually is, because I feel like a lot of people think that they know Dylan, but until you've been around Dylan a lot, then you actually know who he is, and he does have a good heart, even if sometimes he does cause chaos. I think he's going to impact a lot of people's lives for the better. Dylan has a really sensitive heart, and he's drawn to the feminine energy to almost build him back up. And I think there's been like some ways where he has been hurt with female energy, so he tries to use other females to like cover that up. But I think a lot of it has to do with he does have a really big heart, and like he loves love, and like love makes us crazy sometimes. So Dylan Wilson is my friend. He's a great person. He's very outgoing, loves attention. He also loves to be loved, but he's very, very sweet and down to earth and really real.
Hey, I'm Dylan with HGTV. Come check this out. So we got a beautiful 4-bedroom, 5-bath, amazing place here, and it's got some just some great features like this lemon garden.
Dylan Wilson is a man of the people. He's a team captain for cross country. He's 50% of my job in terms of supervision, and all around a pretty good kid. So I think he's kind of an enigma in that he's so charismatic, but also very hardworking. And honestly, I think he's a pretty great individual.
Oh, I like that. You know, it's because I have a huge ego. Get it? Enormous head.
who I am today. That's the thing. I don't really know who I am today, right? Every day I wake up and I feel like I'm kind of just a new person. But I guess it's kind of silly, right? You can't be a new person every day. But, that's how I feel a lot of times. And in my core, my soul, I know who I am. What made me where I am today? I don't like that question because I don't like how people answer that. They answer it like there's this one thing or these handful of things that kind of shape them into a person. That's not how it works, right? Let's be realistic. You're going through new experiences, thousands, millions of new experiences, and they're all turning you into what you are in this moment. So what made me into who I am today? I guess I did. You look inside yourself. It's you. I don't really like the future. I try to be the kind of person that people look at and look up to, that will be like, wow, he definitely knows what he's doing. But in reality, the reason I look so confident sometimes is because I don't think about my future. I don't like to think about what I'll be doing because I don't know, right? You don't know anything, so I don't know what I will be doing in that future. And that scares me, right? That's the one thing I'm afraid of, is the future. It's the unknown. I don't know. I hate that sentence. I don't know. I'm a control guy. I like to know what I'm doing. I like to know where I am. But I don't. I can't conquer that feeling. And that's, I think, what brought me a lot of strife in my life. I care a lot, but I also don't care at all. It's a strange mix. Everyone cares what other people think. That's why we change ourselves, and that's why we're always changing. Because other people's perceptions kind of dictate your own life. I try not to think about it too much because I like myself a lot. I mean, look at me. How can you not? But I care a lot because a lot of times people's perception of me kind of defines myself. And I don't know if that's the way to go or not. I don't want to change the past because you can't. I don't want to change the future because I probably can't. So I'm just working on myself right now.
My mom used to play tennis. She still plays tennis.
Love? That's a deeper question. I think that love is subjective. Love is relative. Everyone's experienced it. There's this old saying, probably heard it before. The feeling of being loved is the closest thing to being immortal. So, I guess that says enough. I've been in love a couple times, and I like the fact that I've been in love multiple times. It shows I can move on, I can grow. Because I know people that have been in love once and have been stunted, or never been in love, or etc. But I like to believe that I've been in love with these multiple people, and they meant a lot to me, and now I've moved on, and they've moved on. I hope that they still think of me sometimes. If I could say one thing and the whole world would hear it, right? I guess it would be love. You know, love it all. Love to your right, love to your left, love up and down. Love what you're standing on, love what you're sitting on, love who you see, love what you see. I've learned that once you start embracing the world for what it is, aka it's just full of love, then you'll get farther in life. Keep trying. Try. Don't give up. Yeah. Man, I'm handsome. See you next time. Good night.